I'm not going to do that again.
Someday he's gonna marry, someday he's gonna marry me. Little bird upon the bush and little bird upon the tree, come and sit right down beside me, come and sing your song for me. There's a baby in my belly, there's an egg all in the nest. Come and sit right down beside me, tell me you love me the best. Little bird upon the bush, a little bird upon the tree, now he goes and walks right by me, they no longer sing for me. If I cry and weep in sorrow, they'll surely fly away. If I die in grief tomorrow, take my baby's soul away. Little bird upon the bush, a little bird upon the tree, now we'll sit and sing together, little Jenny, Belle and me. Little bird upon the bush, little bird upon the tree, now we'll sit and sing together, little Jenny, Belle and me. Right, do you get selkies in London?
Yeah. It's a bit of an inside joke for those that understand the folklore, the lore of the folk. So a selkie, I mean, I've been told off for this, but I like to describe it as a bit of a sort of inside-out mermaid. It's a very folkloric creature. You get them all over the place. And it's a seal that can come onto the land and take its skin off and be a human on the inside. If you're into that kind of thing. And there's lots of legends about these people. There's not very many songs, weirdly. And I was in a project called the Modern Fairies, and we were looking at folklore and trying to work out why Harry Potter and Game of Thrones is cool, but traditional songs aren't. And we realised they were, actually. That's nice. But then we were just talking to ourselves. Anyway, we looked at selkies and thought, oh, they're really, really interesting. So one of the very common stories that they have with them is that the selkie people, they can come onto the land, but they can't cross where there's that magic bit. You get a lot of this in folklore, there's sort of weird bits between that world and this world. So the sea is one of these, where the sea is one world, and then when the tide comes up, that bit where the tide comes up and leaves the debris at the top and then goes out again, and so you've got that bit of sand. So you've got the rack line where all the rubbish and debris, the seaweed, rackweed, is left there, and then you've got this bit of land that's no man's land before you get to the sea. And so they can be on that bit of land, but they can't come up onto the land. Anyway, so the selkies, they come and they have little parties on the beach, and this woman, a human man, falls in love with one of the selkie women and steals her skin when they're having a dance, and so that when all the other selkies put their skins back on and go back into the sea, she's trapped on the land. A bit mean. It's like basic roofing, isn't it? I guess that's like really sort of early kind of controlling mechanisms. Anyway, so he keeps hold of her, and they get married, because I guess she has very little choice of what else to do, and they have children, and she's a bit miserable, and different. There's loads of different variants of it, but this is the general shape. And towards as her children are sort of growing up, she either finds her skin in the back of a cupboard, or the husband repents and gives it back to her. And in the traditional tales, she usually just takes the skin, or like rips it away, and just dives off to be back with her Selkie people, back to her people. And we were talking about this. There was me, there was Lucy Farrell, who's a brilliant singer and songwriter and fiddle player and just gorgeous human. And there was Inga Thompson, piano accordion player, really lovely, and Terry Windling, a folklorist. Incredible. It's just this beautiful, beautiful group of women all talking about this story and talking about our own experiences of relationships and children and childbirth, and we were all at different ages. Lucy Farrell was pregnant at the time. I had children. Terry had grown-up children, and we were all sort of just talking about what it's like and how that kind of story. Yes, it's a really interesting kind of story, and we could have written the traditional song of that story like a ballad, but we didn't. We just all took little snapshots of it from different people's perspectives, and how the different people might have felt at different points. Like, what did she feel like coming onto land and turning into this new world and this new relationship? Or what was it? Well, these are the two that I'm going to do now. So that was one where so in mine, she's less stolen, she's chosen. She's fallen in love with him and she chooses to come onto the land, because I preferred that. But it's still kind of interesting, this idea of when you start a new relationship, it is literally like a fish out of water, this world that this new person opens up for you because of all the people and things that they know. It's really exciting, kind of weird, unknown thing. So that's one part of it. And then I was looking again towards at the end as well, and the idea that you could just run away from your kids. I don't mind that she left the kids, but that she just did it kind of unthinkingly, sort of, in these stories. And so in mine, she's a lot more, how do you do this? That kind of midlife crisis bit of this life that I thought I was in, and I've forgotten myself and my people, and that sort of longing for who you used to be and things, and how all that works. But you can't just leave the children. Oh, it's so hard. Turned into a bit of a sort of EastEnders thing in my head anyway. So this is the sort of Selkie set.
Like the eddies in the water, where the swirling ripples gather, we must never cross the rack line, where the water leaves the treasures of the sea to mark the measure. Round and round we all go dancing on the shingle in the water, where the Selkie people gather. Over there he stands a statue, and he watches as we shimmer, in his eye a shining glimmer. Safety in the shallows, touch the seabed with your fingers, salt and seaweed textures linger. Dive away to deeper water, stars and moonlight overdwelling, under ocean currents swelling. hearted untold story. On the land my head is spinning like the eddies in the water, where the sulky people gather. I go back to walk by the river mouth, dream on salt water on my skin, but to dive away would cause the road to keep turning the tide on kith and kin. Cause them to sing so I can swim. When out on the sea would my children swim, can't take them deep if I go. They'll be torn in two on the shingle shore, caught between twilight and the dawn. No blame but yield the pain in the echo roll. I want to feel the waves, not to call the storm. Can't break free nor tear apart. So I'll stay on shore, dream of worlds away. Tears fall down, scatter moon and stars. I long for wide ocean when a broken heart.
And yeah, so anyway, she goes off and finds the grave and stuff, and then she's begging him to go. But this is an American version, and I really quite like this version. Anyway, this genre of song I really like. So there's a ghost in it, but I really like it as for humans singing these kinds of things. I like why we use art to help us make sense of the tragedies in our own lives. Basically, I'm getting a bit much now. But so all this singing about this death stuff is like, well, so how am I going to cope in that situation? Or what do you do? And yes, I absolutely love you, but you have to find ways of letting go and things. And this is one way of doing that. So I really like that. And so sometimes they cry on their grave for a year and a day, and then you're released. And it's all sorts of like tools for how to deal with it. But this one, it's Americans. It's gone over to America, and in America they quite often put a bit of religion in the songs that we don't tend to have in the British versions. And so he talks about in some versions it's the devils he has these sort of weird devils around his grave. In this one he has the hounds of hell. But his last verse, I mean, usually it's just all very nice and romantic and quite deep, but his last verse, he just lists all his failings as to why she shouldn't really mourn him, because he sounds like a bit of a dickhead. And I just think that's the best way to do it, isn't it? Instead of just remembering them and then grieving, and then, so just remember all the shit things about them. You'll get over it in no time. I really like that idea. And then the other layer of death in this is that I got it from the singing of Maggie Boyle, who was a brilliant singer and a better friend, a really wonderful human being. One of those people that just sort of glows, people sing on stage and they sort of hover a foot or two above the stage. She was one of those absolutely amazing person. And she had cancer, and so she knew she was dying, and she did, in a kind of final year, she did a sort of, I don't know what to call it really, it was sort of like a living wake tour. She went around all her favourite venues, because she'd been touring for years, and did like farewell shows, which was just, huge. But the message she just kept saying was, take the songs, sing the songs, get these songs and just do things with them. And so she just wanted people to keep singing. So this is the song I took from her consciously at that time. So when I sing it, I've got her voice in my head while I'm singing. I'm also working out how to process it. And on the man, it's just, there's layers and layers of meta going on here. But I think it's a cracking song as well, which is nice. So yeah, American version of Sweet William's Ghost.
Lady Margaret was seated in her own royal bar, built of limestone. Lady Margaret was seated in her own royal bar when she heard the dead man moan. Oh, are you my father, Lord Thomas, she said? Are you my brother John? Are you my own love, sweet William from Scotland? Oh, that's come. Oh, I am not your father, Lady Margaret, he said. Nor am I your brother John. I am your own love, sweet William from Scotland. Oh, has come. Have you brought for me any diamond or pearl? Have you brought me a ring? Have you brought for me any token at all that a true love ought to bring? Oh, I haven't got for you any diamond or pearl, nor have I brought you a ring. I bring for you my own winding sheet, my body lies mouldering in. Crossing the field on a cold and stormy night, when the petticoats around her knee. Crossing the field on a cold stormy night, in a dead man's company. Father is at my head, he said. Mother is at my feet, and the three hounds of hell lie at my side. My soul, they will all keep. One of them is for my drunken lass, one is for my bride, and the last one is for all the pretty maids staying out late at night. Lady Margaret was sitting in her own oil bar, melted lime and stone. Lady Margaret was sitting in her own oil bar, and she heard a dead man moan. The cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She sings and she flies. She brings us glad tidings, tells us no lies. She stalks on the wild bird's eggs to keep her voice clear. And when she sings cuckoo, the summer grows near. As I was a-walking by the side of the bush, I heard two birds whistling, the blackbird and the thrush. I asked them the reason, so happy they be, and the answer that they gave me, we are sucks on the wild bird's eggs to keep her voice clear. And where she goes we cannot know until another year. When a bumper is filled, oh, should we work out a tune?
I've got one in my head, but it's different. Who knows it? That's the chorus. Let's go from the chorus.
The man in the moon, a new light on us throws. He's a man we all talk of, but nobody knows. And though I subject I'm getting in tune, I'll just sing a song for the man in the moon. When a bumper is filled, it is vexing, no doubt, to find when you rise that the wine has run out. Sure, it's an equally unpleasant thing to be asked for a song when you've naught left to sing. I could sing something old if an old one would do, but the world it is craving to have something new. What to select for the words or the tune, I in fact know no more than the man in the moon. The man in the moon, a new light on us throws. He's a man we all talk of, but nobody knows. And though I subject I'm getting in tune, I'll just sing a song for the man in the moon. 'Tis said that some people are moonstruck we find, but the man in the moon must be out of his mind. Can't be for love, for he's quite on his own. No ladies to meet him by moonlight alone. It can't be ambition, for rivals he's known. At least he is only eclipsed by the sun, but in drinking I swear he is seldom surpassed, for he always looks best when he's seen through a glass. The man in the moon, a new light on us throws. He's a man we all talk of, but nobody knows. And though I subject I'm getting in tune, I'll just sing a song for the man in the moon. The man in the moon, he must lead a queer life, with no one around him, not even a wife. No friends to console him, no children to kiss, no chance of enjoying a party like this. But he's used to the high life, all circles agree that none move in such a high circle as he. And though nobles go up in their royal balloon, they are not introduced to the man in the moon. The man in the moon, a new light on us throws. He's a man we all talk of, but nobody knows. And though I subject I'm getting in tune, I'll just sing a song for the man in the moon. The man in the moon, a new light on us throws. He's a man we all talk of, but nobody knows. And though I subject I'm getting in tune, I'll just sing a song for the man in the moon. When I was a young girl, I used to seek pleasure. When I was a young girl, I used to drink ale out of an alehouse and into the jailhouse. Right out of the barroom and down to my grave. Come on. send for the doctor to heal all my wound. My poor head is aching, my sad heart is breaking, my body is salvated, and hell is my doom. I want for young ladies to bear off my coffin. I want for young ladies to carry me on. Each of them carry a bunch of wild roses to lay on my coffin as I pass along. One morning, one morning, one morning in May, I spied this young lady all wrapped in white linen, all wrapped in white linen, and cold as the clay. Oh, mother, my mother, cruel mother country, how sweetly your siren song sounds o'er the sea. If it weren't for your arms, an orphan I'd be. Oh, mother, my mother, cruel mother country. England is ruled by an African queen, dark and esteemed on the throne. Or so we were told by the press-ganging team who promised us freedom and home. Finally we returned to the mother's bosom. They promised us freedom, they promised us land, magnificent treasures unknown. But worth so much more than these treasures in hand was the promise we'd see our true home, and then lovingly be embraced at the mother's bosom. And I cling to your clay cold hand, for you've left me no other to cling to. And I curl round your ice cold heart, for I gave up all others for you. Oh, mother, my mother, cruel mother country, how sweetly your siren song sounds o'er the sea. If it weren't for your arms, an orphan I'd be. Oh, mother, my mother, cruel mother country. If England's dark queen is our own mother dear, how gladly we'll serve in her name. We'll fight in her cruel wars with bloodshed and fear, as valiant bearers of pain. For soon shall we be returned to a happy kingdom. I haven't a penny, I haven't a leg, I've neither my freedom nor land. Through London's dark city I wander and beg, as I cling to my cruel mother's hand. All her promises were worth less than a grain of sand. And I cling to your clay cold hand, for you've left me no other to cling to. And I curl round your ice cold heart, gave up all others for you. Oh, mother, my mother, cruel mother country, how sweetly your siren song sounds o'er the sea. If it weren't for your arms, an orphan I'd be. Oh, mother, my mother, cruel mother country. Oh, mother, my mother, cruel mother country, how sweetly your siren song sounds o'er the sea. If it weren't for your arms, an orphan I'd be. Oh, mother, my mother, cruel mother country, all your promises were worth less than a grain of sand. Of all the trees that grow so fair, old England too are gone. Greater are none beneath the sun than oak and ash and thorn. Sing oak and ash and thorn, good sirs, all in a midsummer's morn. Surely we'll sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. Oak of the clay lived many a day, or every day has began. Ash of the looms, a lady at home, when Brooke was an outlaw man. And thorn of the downs, or New Troy town, from which was London born. Witness hereby the ancient cry of oak and ash and thorn. Sing oak and ash and thorn, good sirs, all in a midsummer's morn. Surely we'll sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. You that is old in church, a mouldy breed of the mighty ball. Hold for shoes the wise men choose, and beat for coaxal sow. But when you have killed your boy, you spill your shoes are clean and worn. But you must speed for all that you lead to oak and ash and thorn. Sing oak and ash and thorn, good sirs, all in a midsummer's morn. Surely we'll sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. Elm she hates mankind and waits till every gust be laid. To drop a limb on the head of him which anyway trusts the shade. But whether a lad be sober or sad, or mellow or there from the horn, he'll take us no rosy life along neath oak and ash and thorn. Sing oak and ash and thorn, good sirs, all in a midsummer's morn. Surely we'll sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. Oh, do not tell the priest our plight, he would call it a sin. For we've been out in the woods all night, a conjuring summer in, and we bring ye news by word of mouth. Good news for cattle and corn. Now as the sun come up from the south by oak and ash and thorn. Sing oak and ash and thorn, good sirs, all in a midsummer's morn. Surely we'll sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. Sing